guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine, a city so light.
Hello, my name is Jen Pierre. I'm with Healing Storm, and you are watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Today is Thursday, October 23rd. I don't know what's happening here. Sorry, just saw that in the camera. Gotta love it when the hair decides to have its own way. It's Thursday, October 23rd. It is my sister's birthday today. Happy birthday to her. I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Hope you're having a great week. We're zooming right to the end of it already. I don't know about you, but the days fly by so fast. They seem to anyway, except when I'm in the middle of it. I don't know. I seem to run out of time very, very quickly. All right, here is a rundown of today's show. We got our morning roundup with Bob and Randy. I'm going to go over what's happening in Frederick and give you a highlight of some of the events going on in our great county. We've got so many events happening, and especially with Halloween right around the corner. Live in studio, we've got Katie Moran from Reforge. She's already there, actually, so we may move things around a little bit, but she's going to talk about Reforge. Michelle Payton was on. She was talking about the Veterans Service Center the other day, but about some of Reforge's stuff that they're doing. And I'm really excited because they are going to be our nonprofit for November. And we'll talk about that too. And then Danielle Reeves is from Walkersville High School's Haunted Hallway. That's right. They're doing that on Tuesday, the 28th. At Walkersville High School. I can't wait to find out what they have planned. All right. This month, though, the rest of this month, if you purchase the Good Morning Frederick merch, the Asian American Center of Frederick benefits. You can come to 401 North Market Street in downtown Frederick Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and pick up your stuff, maybe a cup. You can even do a pin. If you brought $10, you can get a few things, a pin, a chapstick, and one of our cups. You can get t-shirts for $12.50. We've got a special rack that's 2 for $25, or we've got some really great shirts, including our 400th show shirt, which is coming up very quickly, November 7th. I can't believe it. We're almost here. I got to plan something for sure. All right, let's go ahead and roll right along so we can get moving on this Thursday. Fusion Car Wash with 2 locations to serve you, one on Spectrum Drive and one on Thomas Johnson Drive. You can download that Fusion Car Wash app. It's free, of course, in your app store. Sign up for a monthly membership. You can add and remove cars as you wish. You can keep your car clean every single day. FusionCarWash.com for more information and to get details about their monthly packages. All right, we got Bob Miller in Woodsboro. We got Randy at 401 North Market Street in downtown for our morning. Bob is just, are you daydreaming, staring out the window?
No, I'm looking for a story because, I got to keep up with, Randy.
I know.
I've got 12,000 stories that are right at my fingertips, and
how come you don't have the internet, Bob?
I do. But see, I have this screen here, and
you were looking at a screen. I thought you were just staring at the window.
No, I have a big screen next to me, so it's with these old eyes, and you all will get there someday. I like to look at the bigger screen. So yes, it looks like it's. I was daydreaming about white chocolate.
Well, that's my favorite.
You didn't go in yesterday, did you?
I did not go in. No, I did not go in yesterday.
Yeah, there's a big bag of white chocolate sitting at your desk along with 2 Getzes.
Look at that, Bob.
Now, I will say that that a mouse broke through the bag and got some of the white chocolate.
So it's not an untarnished bag of white chocolate.
No,
That's
I mean
okay.
I didn't stick my grubby hands in it. Get that
I'm
little
a good
little. I just dumped it out in my hand. So
I am heading there right after we finish. I got stuff I got to do there today. But thank you. So you are so sweet. That is so nice.
Candyland is the place to go. And they're little circles of white chocolate. And then I got some Getzes, which I gave you 2. And then I put the rest in the bowl outside in the office, which they probably were gone 10 minutes after I did that.
Oh, I'm sure they were. It's like it's like chumming the waters when you add stuff to that bowl.
Yeah. And I got to admit, I'm one of the sharks.
That's okay. So. It is all good. As I said, I'm good at sharing, very good at rationing. I will share the white chocolate with my lovely colleagues there in the building. Thank you so much for that, though.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I know you're talking.
Uh-oh, Randy, it's just you and I. We finally got rid of her.
Oh boy, she's
finally got rid of her. Yeah.
She's gonna be mad that she froze on that frame anyway. It's I guess I don't know if you've ever watched TV. Anytime that you've seen, you can freeze something on probably it's always like the worst possible time in your face.
You're always like this.
Yeah, exactly. At least for me. I'll cover some of the stuff that I had, and then we'll let Dani reboot. I don't know. I'm not sure how she's going to be able to do that, but not great. Well, let's get into a couple of the news things. When it hit 22 days yesterday, the government shutdown officially became the second longest in U.S. history, Bob. No obvious path to the end in sight. It may one day become the title holder of the longest, but for now, it's in good company with other second longest title holders, such as the Amazon River, the second largest river, the Southern Great Escarpment Mountain Range, which is second there. And I'm going to try this word here. I've been practicing all morning. I'm going to butcher it. Hippopotamus monstrosity equipment audiophilia. And that is the runner-up for the longest word in the English language. It's a phobia. Do you know what the phobia is for that word that I just tried to read that has like 63 letters?
Afraid of fat people.
Close. It's the fear of long words. Oddly enough. So they didn't do anybody any favors by putting that in there.
I guess that's why they did that. So
I know you guys probably talked about this on WFMD this morning, but a Frederick man was sentenced on Tuesday for explosives in his house. I guess the state's attorney's office says John Timothy Lightfield, 20, was given 3 years in prison for one count of possessing an explosive material with the intent to create a destructive device and one count of reckless endangerment. He pleaded guilty on both charges on August 11th of this year. After he's released from prison, Lightfield will serve 5 years of supervised probation and may not return to his residence, which was the subject of the search warrant. That's a crazy story. I guess he actually admitted to having it. He said, the first one I made wasn't great, so he was working on making it better, I guess. But at least he's honest.
Well, I mean, again, what is going on in our country where people are doing this kind of stuff? There she is. She's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Hi.
There we go.
Yeah, nice, dude.
Internet.
Oh, you lost internet.
Yeah, so I have no internet on my computer. I am now on my phone. Wait a minute.
A Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Wait, I think we're back. Hang on.
Hotspot, right?
Here we are. Let me turn this off.
Let me remove her.
There she goes again. But this guy, move me down to the bottom slot. There you go. That's how that works. I get that.
It's all just a big coup to get you to the bottom slot, Bob.
But you think about this guy real quick. We were talking about the guy who got caught with the incendiary devices and explosive material and stuff. What goes through somebody's mind when they wake up in the morning? Like, I just want to blow something up. We're not like good old rednecks, going out in the field and blowing stuff up. I mean, that happens, but this is like somebody who created something so he could destroy something and maybe harm people.
And not only that, he did the first one, and then they caught him while he was making it better, and he actually admitted to the cops. He's like, "Yeah, that was the first one. I'm working on making it worse." I'm like, "Geez, boy, he didn't." I'm not sure why you would say that, but he's not. Yeah, exactly. Not operating.
Not well.
on all cylinders there for sure. But I mean, he got a while and he got supervised probation. He can't go back to his house. So we'll see there. We covered this story a couple of weeks ago. You might remember I talked about the Frederick County Health Department said a man dropped off a raccoon. That raccoon tested positive for rabies, if you remember. Well, there was a big search for the guy. So far this year, the county has had 28 cases of rabies of animals. 14 were raccoons. Anyway, they were looking for this guy. They found him. And now they say that he has he's been located and he's undergoing treatment for possible rabies infection. That's not something you want to deal with, or you don't want to deal with. You have to get that done quick because if I'm not mistaken, that I think there's like a 100% death rate if it gets to a certain level.
Well, I do know that, being a vet's son, that the only way, that maybe that has changed recently, but the only way to really determine if an animal has rabies is once they're dead, you check their brain. I think it's a little bit different with humans. And of course, the sooner you find out, you go through, and maybe, again, it might have changed, but you used to go through some pretty painful shots.
I was just going to say, rabies is one of those things, which is, again, strange that you don't know until the animal's dead. So we have no other markers, which is odd. But I've had our friend, Randy, Mark 20, that just suspected of maybe having rabies. And it's like 13 rounds of painful shots in the stomach, or something like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't understand all the advancements that we made medically, that there's nothing better for that. It just seems odd to me.
And I'm pretty sure if it gets to a certain level, if you don't take care of it, you die all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yep. It is crazy.
Because I think the rabies is like a heat or swelling of the brain, and until it just can't take it, or something happens there that's just no fun at all.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of rabies. Not a big fan.
Not a fan.
Yeah. Every time people talk about it, I boo. I'm a big, I give the thumbs down boo. Some events to watch this weekend. The Frederick Fall Festival takes place on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. with shopping, live music, kids' activities, and trick-or-treating. Admission to that is free.
Okay.
We had the mayoral debate yesterday between the incumbent, the mayor, Michael O'Connor, and Tom Trott on the radio. And we got a lot of grief because they didn't get to the question that a lot of people thought they should have asked, and that was about allowing illegal aliens to vote in the city elections. And
I can't believe that wasn't like one of the first questions.
Well, yeah, I kind of took Chris because he was there along with Tim and Frank. I think he was the guy who rang the bell that your time was up. But he kind of defended it and said, well, they asked a bunch of questions. It was like supposed to be the last question, but they just didn't get to it. And I'm like, well, we know where the mayor stands. Because obviously he let it go into place.
Right.
But you asked the question to Tom Trott and see his response and then get the mayor's response to that. Yeah, I think that maybe might have been a mistake on Tim and Frank's part for not asking that question. But they did ask a lot of great questions. We did get some pushback because people are, it's like on Facebook and stuff. Well, they didn't ask my question. Well, that's not true. It's just we didn't go, hey, Randy says from Frederick, why didn't you do this? I mean,
they don't understand. You're getting 50 things and you're trying to summarize a bunch of the ideas from a lot of different people. So while they may not have read the question word for word as you wrote it, the ideas and concept, but people don't understand. It's like me getting crap for not taking down pictures of some of these eggs that we've hidden around the county. And I'm like, I am one person. I'm one person. They think that it's bigger than it is, that it's, and so, it's.
I don't even know I don't even know when you sleep. I mean, it's like, it's like every 5 minutes there's a post with Dani doing something somewhere with someone.
Yeah.
I get tired. I got to take a nap just watching you.
Bob, who do you think won the debate in your opinion then?
To be honest with you, I have not listened to it completely because my granddaughter, my grandson, my daughter, and her husband came over for a visit right at 4:00. So I heard a little bit of it. I hope that the city of Frederick wins on the debate. Mayor O'Connor is very well versed at being a debater. He's articulate. Tom Trott, maybe not as much, but then again, some of the things that I heard the mayor say, word salad. I mean, it's political speech. I like somebody to speak to me in my own language and, be straight up. I mean, when you talk about.
You find this with politicians locally as well as nationally. It's like you love people as they're running, especially the non-political, career politicians, because they do speak like us. They talk like us. They seem to have those ideas. And then something happens once they are elected and they learn the smooth talking, double speak, word salads. All of them do it. Both sides.
Yeah. One of them was a commercial that's playing like over and over. I was watching football that was, I don't even know which race it is. I think it's in Virginia, but she didn't even say a word. Like she just sat there for like, it's like so that's what they're doing now. You ask them a question, you just go.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't. Well,
so weird.
I know this is getting us off topic, but recently, do you remember back in the day, like not even that long ago, maybe 5 or 10 years ago, if there was a scandal, people resigned immediately or they were forced to resign. Now they just flatly refuse. They're like, I'm just going to stay here. I guess they saw if Marion Barry can get arrested and reelected, then I might as well just stay and wait it out.
Yeah. We call it the hookers and crack defense. There's a Democrat right now. His name is Platt, I think it is, or Platzett. I'm not. He was a former Marine. He was a bartender. Well, apparently, when he got drunk one day, he went out and got a Nazi tattoo on his chest.
Oh my God!
I think it's called a.
How
Hopkin.
does that happen?
Right? He got not the Nazi symbol, but it was a different symbol. And they, apparently being a bartender, he took off his shirt a lot, so people saw it, and they challenged him on it. And he's like,
I don't know any bartender that takes their shirt off. What bar are you going to, Bob?
Well, I don't know, but he's like, I was drunk. I didn't know what it meant. I'm going to get it covered up. And it's like, okay, because that side is fine with it.
Wait a minute. Immediately upon awakening the next day, let's just say you are, first of all, the tattoo artist, if that's the case, should be fired. But
the friends, you have to go back one more step. What friend is letting you do that?
Right.
But immediately upon awakening and you see that tattoo, feel it, and I mean, I'm going to eventually get it covered up. That's so lame. And if that were the case, I would never take my shirt off.
Right. And he's running for office now. And, he's a Democrat now, or is a Democrat, and kind of left leaning. And some of the lefts are like, okay, no big deal. He was drunk. And I'm just
gosh.
If that was,
whoever was advising him on his political career would have said, before we announce, might be really great to kind of pave the way and get this taken care of. It's that preemptive, stuff you do before you end up being a public figure more so.
And by the way, what is the timetable on covering it? I mean, we're talking years now. I mean, what are we doing here?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
if you really hated it and you weren't proud of it, then you would have gotten it covered immediately upon realizing that it was on your body.
Get some concealer.
yes, at least something.
I think we're at the age of, the old wag the dog. Remember, you guys probably aren't even old enough for wag the dog. I mean, wag the dog. It's just like, hey, look, it is what it is. And I think that's why people like Donald Trump, because for all of his, stuff that he has and the baggage that he has, people are like, hey, at least we know. I mean, it's not like, oh, I've got a tattoo. I was really drunk when I got the tattoo 30 years ago, and I'm just going to leave it there. Now I'm running for office and somebody saw it. Now I got to make up an excuse why I did it. Donald Trump was just like, hey, it's, just my life.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Story.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'll see you later, Dani, because I'm coming into the office for unknown reasons.
Oh boy. I've done that a few times, Bob. It hasn't worked out well for me. So.
Well, yeah, you could be part of our unknown reasons there, Mr. Marco. And
I love it. Marco, Randy, Billy, Hollywood. There you go.
Yeah, Hollywood. Hollywood. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we do need to next time you're in downtown Frederick, Bob, you need to sign our window of fame.
Oh.
Yes, because all of our guests are signing.
Well, that's cool.
You are obviously a big part of this show, which I appreciate very much. We got to get your signature on that.
Inside or outside?
It's outside, but it's a paint pen, so
Okay.
it didn't come off during the rain the other day, so I think we're good.
So, what's the guy's name who does the windows downtown? Mr. Scrubby.
He's definitely a stop by.
Mr. Scrubby who stops in the shop about every 4 days asking if I want my windows cleaned.
I went to high school with him, so I mean, anybody. I mean, and if it's the guy I'm thinking of, he can't really reach up that high. He's gonna have to get taller people.
Oh yeah, no. This gentleman is Gene, and he is a lovely man. But I just he that's what he does downtown. He cleans the windows, which
what? Hey, making a living, but nobody likes to wash windows.
That's right. All right, my friends. Well, we're gonna hop off here so I can get into what's happening in Frederick after a quick break, and then we're gonna bring Katie Moran on from Reforge. Thank you guys
Have
so
a great
much.
Day.
Yeah.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves. Double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining flattery beyond compare.
At Colonial Jewelers, we're celebrating 77 years in downtown Frederick. During the month of October, everything in the store will be on sale. With the area's largest selection, it's the best time for early holiday shopping or making a special purchase with interest-free financing. The Colonial Jewelers Anniversary Sale, celebrating 77 years as Frederick's premier jeweler. The Colonial Jewelers Box. There's just more in it.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
All right, let's find out what's happening in Frederick.
Sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza, off Route 40 in Frederick and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. And Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taquito offers the same great quality food with a drive-through experience. TacoBar1.com or Taquito by TacoBar.com.
All right, if you want to know what is happening in Frederick, you can go to the calendar. It's right in the description of the stream you're watching right now. We got that countywide adult Halloween egg hunt. It is on. About 40 eggs were turned in yesterday. I expect even more today and tomorrow. I have gone through and put some hints on some of the eggs that I think may still be out there. And I've asked some of my egg hiders to do the same thing for the images they recognize. There are some eggs that I haven't received a text on all the eggs yet. So that tells me, because that's instruction number 1, that there might still be eggs out there. All right. All right. Great prizes include a basket from the Beth Oler Group of J&B Real Estate. Includes a Monocacy Crossing gift card. Really nice basket. You see pictured there. We got Red Horse Restaurant gift cards, Intense Barbecue gift certificates, 10th Ward tastings, also car washes from Auto Spa Express. Good Morning Frederick merch, a ton of it. We're giving away t-shirts and cups, plus Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. And the $500 in cash is still out there. So it has not been turned in yet, has not come in yet. So we are still waiting for that. All right. Tonight, it is Ladies' Night at Rockwell Brewery. That's right. WFRE's Ladies' Night benefits the Hurwitz Breast Cancer Fund. 6 to 9 p.m. Come on out and ride the Mechanical Bull, sponsored by Shannon Flannery, the goddess of real estate, as well as Good Morning Frederick. It is free to ride the bull, We'll have some stuff for giveaway tonight. Plus, if you register at WFRE.com, you get one of the 100 gift bags that are being given away at the door. So you have to pre-register to guarantee yourself a goodie bag. But you can just show up 6 o'clock tonight at Rockwell. And I'm just going to say this. They're not saying this on the radio, but we did not rent Rockwell, gentlemen. So if you want to come on out and have a good time with some live music, get some flights of beer because that benefits the Hurwitz Breast Cancer Fund, and hang out. No one's going to stop you. That's all I got to say. All right. On the 24th, Friday night, we have pop-up vendors at the Home of Everything, Frederick. We're going to have jewelry and some metal works for the holidays. That's right. 5 to 8 p.m. We are launching pop-up vendors at the Home of Everything, Frederick. So would love for you to come on out and shop downtown, shop local. And October 25th, Saturday, Shred Day kicks off the day at 8 a.m. at Key Stadium. You can shred up to 5 boxes per person. You can also give a donation to the Women's Giving Circle. From 10 to 12, I put 9. I'll be out there at 9 o'clock. But trick-or-treating in downtown Frederick is on. So get the kiddos, come on downtown, and trick-or-treat amongst the merchants. 10 to 6 is Trek or Treat at Tree Trekkers. You got about another 4 or 5 days of that happening. TreeTrekkersMD.com. Shannon and I are proud to sponsor one of the platforms for that as well. And we appreciate if you want to find something fun to do with the kids, or send the kids and just sit and enjoy the day in the trees. That's a great way to do it. Noon to 3, Trunk or Treat at the Let There Be Rock School. That's benefiting the rescue mission, asking for non-perishable food items to donate. And if you do that, you can enter to win some great prizes. Noon to 5, Canines on the Creek is happening at Carroll Creek. 2 o'clock, it's the family Halloween line dance party at the Thurmont Library. And at 6 p.m., it is Movie on the Big Scream with Addams Family 2 being shown on the Carroll Creek at Carroll Creek Amphitheater. Sunday, it is the Pink Ribbon 5K that benefits the Hurwitz Breast Cancer Fund. Today, all day, I think starting at 10, you can register and packet pickup at Hood College. So that I'll be heading over there later this morning. Diana Gibson will be broadcasting live, and we're going to check things out there. Noon to 4 is Trunk or Treat at 4D Fun Center. And 2 to 6 is Cow Fest at the Frederick Fairgrounds. They're trying to break a world record of the most people in one space dressed up as cows. And cow onesies are perfectly acceptable for that. On the 30th, we've got Trick or Treat at the VSC, the Veterans Service Center, with games, hayride, and a fire truck. That's on Monocacy Boulevard. And Halloween night is a Friday night. Oh, get ready. There is a party at the AmVets, and at a Rocky Horror Picture Show is the 50th anniversary. All right, it's 30. I'm right on the 30s. We're bringing on Katie Moran live from Studio 401 from Reforge. Hey, Katie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Dani?
I'm really good. Thank you so much for stopping in this morning, and congratulations on Reforge. A lot of things have changed or happened and grown with your organization. So tell our viewers a little bit about Reforge and what you guys are up to.
Yeah, perfect. Well, one, thank you for having me. You've always been so supportive of Reforge, so I can't thank you enough for that. So Reforge was started here by myself and a couple other veterans, basically to provide community, purpose, and wellness-driven programs for our veterans and first responders. How that looks, we do so many different things, anything from beekeeping to social sports, golf, fishing, hunting, cold plunges, and then on the wellness side, we try to provide life-changing wellness opportunities like hormone therapy and trauma therapy, ketamine, and other type of holistic and functional health options for veterans. So we're kind of all over the place. But, every veteran and first responder is so different that it's important to have different programs and offerings that can kind of help all kinds of different people.
Yeah. And I mean, I know you say you're kind of all over the place. And for those reasons, again, that every veteran is different, but your mission is very clear. And that is to help veterans re-enter the community, be, healthy mentally and physically. And I think that is why Reforge is so amazing in your mission of what you're doing. You guys also have big events throughout the year to help fundraise to help keep these programs going. And the shift into you're now really well aligned at the Veterans Service Center. So let's talk a little bit about that as well.
So we are honored and beyond happy to be working with Goodwill at the Veterans Service Center, as well as all the other service providers there. So for people who don't know, the Veterans Service Center was kind of like the brainchild of Dani Gurrie, who's also the owner of Soldier Fit. And when they started the VSC, it was really important to have a ton of different service providers for veterans and first responders all under one roof. So we're very happy to be there among all the other great providers there. Right now, Reforge every Wednesday, starting from 11 to 3, we'll have a bunch of different types of wellness. So some Wednesdays there may be like reflexology and acupuncture and Reiki and red light therapy. So we try to have at least 2 to 3 different offerings every Wednesday starting in November.
How do veterans find you if they say they come to Frederick or whatever and they want to be involved?
So right now, it's obviously lots of word of mouth, and then we're all over social media. If they go to reforgeunited.org, there's our website, and then they can also look up the Veterans Services Center here in Frederick for access to that. That's the one great thing about being at the Veterans Services Center is that veterans and first responders, you don't need an appointment. Just walk in. There's activities. There's couches. There's, I think, 3 or 4 VSOs, like veteran service officers now, that can help with benefits that are always there. So you don't need an appointment. Just walk in, say hi, let us see what we can do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really amazing. And I know coming up next week, and we just talked about it a little bit and what's happening in Frederick, you guys have a trunk or treat for families to come on out and have a good time. That's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I love Halloween though, so I'm a little biased on that one.
Yeah, Halloween's the best, actually.
It is. And like nowadays with costumes, like, I don't know. I know, sorry. I keep wanting to look to my right.
Okay, you can. It's all good.
Nowadays, like there's all these onesies for adults. So you can be like anything while wearing a comfy pajama onesie. So yeah, I'm all about the Halloween at the Veterans Service Center. And then November 7th, we have a big gun and outdoor raffle at Dutch's Daughter.
Yeah, and Michelle was telling us that's sold out, which is awesome, but you can still buy the raffle ticket for the trip.
Yes.
And you like hunting as well, right? I've seen some of your photos.
I do. I love hunting. I never thought I would, probably, 15 years ago if you would have asked me, but then I started doing it and you don't realize how peaceful it is and you're just kind of sitting there and it's amazing. So
what is your favorite hunt? What do you like?
Oh, that's a fully loaded question. I would say my favorite would be like elk hunting in Colorado. But if in terms of like fun, gator or pronghorn hunting, because, you don't need all the camo. You're not really worried about all the kind of the true like skill.
Yeah. The nice thing about gator hunting is that that's one of the only ones that can actually just kill you. A deer hunting, you're pretty much, you're going to shoot, but a gator, you could actually die.
Yeah. See, you know what? I kind of feel like gator though, yes, you're right. But I feel like they're also just fat and lazy and they lay on like the bank a lot. But yeah, I was against certain type of hunting and then I was elk hunting in Colorado and the giant bear came down and I had been like snacking out of boredom and I just remember sitting there and like I didn't have a gun because I was bow hunting and I just remember
oh my god,
like that big fluffy thing is not that cute when I feel like I'm about to get mauled.
Yeah, it's so funny because that whole bear, would you rather be in the woods with a bear or man? But I'm telling you, the people that have seen it, especially grizzly bear, I mean these things are like 900 pounds. They stand at like 10 feet on they're huge. Their paws are like paper plates. It's insane. Yeah, man. So what, did he just go away? Because I would have freaked out. Yeah,
he did. I was terrified. Like you always see videos and you're like, oh, they're so cute. Like how did anyone shoot them? And then one's like walking over to you and I'm like covered in your like peanuts and graham crackers and everything else I've been snacking on for 8 hours. And I was like, oh my God, I'm a goner. Like someone shoot it now. I'd shoot it now. But Yeah, so
looking at you like, oh, nice appetizer. Thanks for preparing.
Yeah, and I was like, oh. Yeah. So anyways, but yeah, it's hunting season, and that's we do hunting and fishing programs too with Reforge. So it's great to get guys together and outdoor, like anything outside. I feel like there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, and what I love about Reforge too is it's about also retaining that brotherhood through a civilian lifestyle, right? And so it's so great when people understand that they are with people who know what they've been through or are going through, but yet at the same time, you're not focused 100% on that when you're out fishing and hunting. It's about the camaraderie as well, with a safe space, I guess.
Yeah, it's really, I think the one thing that goes missed with a lot of nonprofits in the veteran landscape is the importance of like truly that camaraderie, that brotherhood, like that tribe, that family. And I kind of always say that, like, once a veteran comes to Reforge, they're always part of Reforge, because we can't help someone unless we truly know everything about them and where they're at. So yeah, any kind of opportunities that we can do that, even with our purpose-driven programs that we work with, like the police department here. Last year we had a ton of veterans, and then the Frederick Police Department come together. We stocked like 300 stockings for kids in our area, and just doing events like that where you're giving someone purpose, like someone who spent so much of their life serving, you're giving them purpose. So yeah, we're always here.
Yeah, and it's really good. And this is I'm gonna say newer nonprofit on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
What behind, and we've talked with Mitch before, and gotten a little bit about that. Been out to see the bees, which is really cool. Oh boy, we lost her. Hang on. Oh, there. Oh, we got it.
I'm gonna get the door, Dan. I did that.
Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. I know we got people coming in and out. It's all good. But when you guys were establishing Reforge, what were you seeing in the market that you were like, this is really important for us to fill this gap? Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. Let me just go ahead, Katie.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good now. I had to add him back to here. It's okay. Go ahead.
Gotcha. I think that veteran suicide, 22 guys die by suicide, has been a huge pandemic for, we're looking at 20 years, right? And a lot of things just haven't changed. Everyone's doing the same thing. So when Reforge was formed, it was really important for us to put people over politics, to not be worried about numbers, to not be worried about looking pretty. It's important for us to be authentic and grassroots, and get dirty if we have to. And I mean that by we need to be hands-on with people who need help. We can't just be referring them to other places, which was the problem when we started Reforge. Was the one thing we kept seeing was there's so many organizations that when someone comes to them for help, they're just like a referral source. So you'll see a lot of words like, connecting or navigation. And all that means is they're just sending people to someone else. So when we started Reforge, it was important that we kind of broke that mold, and really focused on actually helping people hands-on, getting to know them, sitting down with them, not just sending them somewhere. And we may not be like a gala type of nonprofit, but we're authentic and we're sincere. And the most important thing for us is actually making impact. And, that's kind of like what we stand for. We say forged by deeds, not by words. And I think that's an important thing to remember, is like, above all, like, our actions speak volumes.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys have even done stuff, taken some of the veterans overseas. Have you guys done that already, or is that still in the works?
Yeah, so we had to kind of pivot with that program. I'm sorry, did you like how I actually pivoted? We kind of had to adjust. It's an interesting dynamic doing anything abroad, but we've established really good relationships. So we have people on the ground right now in Nairobi, which is kind of near Kenya. And then a lot of our veterans have kind of started fundraising themselves, and then we send and supply them with all the school supplies and clothes and things like that. And then Mitch, who I know you've had on here, you've had like everyone from Reforge on.
It's a great organization, of course.
I'm so happy for your support and thankful. But so sorry to backtrack. So yeah, we have, and we've kind of, another nonprofit we were working with, and they kind of had to take a step back. So we actually have kind of, I don't even know what the word, absorbed some of the people that were there, which is nice because now we have consistent presence there. So then we do that, and we've done the training for situational awareness, which is obviously very important in terms of like human trafficking. So
I meant that only to say that it's you guys just continually look for opportunities to help the veterans anyway, meet them where they are. I love it. We've had Ray on talking about the cold plunges, and I'm sure we'll do that again this year because I still haven't done it yet, and I don't know if I have the balls actually to do it. But
no, it's hard. And honestly, like going back to what you just said, like most of our programs were actually created and ran by veterans. So whether it was like the human trafficking or bees or cold plunge, it's always cool to have these veterans that come to us and say like, we have an idea. It helped us. We want to help others. And then on our end, we're always like, I know I can't say the actual word, but we're like, F it, like might as well help. Like it seems like a good idea. It worked for you. Like, so the cold plunging is another one. There's nothing like watching a whole bunch of guys like break open the Monocacy River with hammers and then get in it and just sit in it. And I mean, you should come out. I don't know if I'll be in there, but I'll watch you do it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It's too much for me, man.
Yeah, it is.
But they say that there's a ton of health benefits. So
I know they do. They say it's amazing. Actually, these beauty spas are putting in cryogenic things, and I'm thinking these guys are just jumping in the Monocacy in the middle of freezing weather. So there you go.
Yeah, they don't need a beauty spa. They just find it in their local mountain. They're good.
Yeah. I'd have to pass that, but you did say golf. I'm a big golf fan, so I could do golf. Sounds easier than jumping in the Monocacy when it's frozen.
And we're really, I do want to just say, we're so fortunate that like we are a part of this community because we've got, partners like PB Dye who work with us to do free golf every Sunday for veterans and first responders. And then, Dutch's Daughter, and there's just so many amazing businesses, nonprofits, all different kind of organizations that have really stepped up to make sure that our veterans and first responders get help. So we can't thank our community enough. It's a great place to live and to work and to be a part of.
Yeah, and that's one great thing about Frederick, but we are so happy that you are here and helping out our veterans, and I will always support you guys and be here for you. So anytime, you guys are welcome to come back. I really, really appreciate you taking the time this morning to come on out. And we hope to see you October 30th. It's the 30th, right? Thursday.
The night before Halloween at the Veterans Service Center. And I do want to just say, like, any kid is welcome there. And Goodwill, they don't turn away anyone for help. So that thing on the 30th isn't just for veterans, first responders, although like we welcome in that, but like there's a child out there who can't make it to regular trick-or-treating or whatever, for whatever reasons, like all are welcome.
Yeah. We're not checking IDs.
Yeah, we're not checking IDs. Like you're there to get candy, to have some fun. I'm hoping to get or to work a cotton candy machine. So like,
oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm a cotton candy person, man. I love
amazing.
It. Addictive.
Well, if you're looking to support an organization and you like what you hear about Reforge, then please go to reforgeunited.org. You can donate. You can reach out to Katie and the team if you want to volunteer. Always need volunteers. The checks are great as well. And if you're a business that wants to align with Reforge, you can do that as well. But sometimes it's just the time, right? Hanging at the Veteran Service Center, making sure people know what they can do, where to go, and all that good stuff is another great need. So reach out, reforgeunited.org. Thanks again, Katie. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right. We're going to take one quick break, and then we're going to come back with Danielle from Walkersville High School. She's doing the haunted hallway. We'll be back right after this.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get...
Hey, if Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at antietamtravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026.
Oh, we got Katie signing the wall of fame, or the window of fame right there. I love that. There she is.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it. All right. Let me get that off. There we go. Okay.
That's all right.
There we do. We got
All
that
right.
going. All right. We got Randy back. We got the revolving chairs happening this morning.
Yeah, a lot
and
of
I was
people stopping by.
online and saw that Walkersville High School is doing a haunted hallway. And let me just say, because I dropped offline this morning, I was not able to get something in. But can't forget our great sponsors who do wonderful stuff for us. Get everything out of my thing. Okay, so let's.
Dan, it's nice that when because everybody has problems every once in a while, internet problems, but we were still able to keep the show going because we're going live from Studio.
Thank God. I'm so glad you are down there. I would not have been able to do that if you weren't there. So yeah, I was like, so great. I was like, oh well, I can just jump back in. You guys were rolling along with the show, so there was no interruption for our viewers, which is excellent. But I gotta think. Let's see. Here we go. We're gonna say doing good. And market makers. Here we go. Lawn Squad. Quick and easy quote. You can be on your way to having the best lawn in the neighborhood. Brian's been taking care of my lawn, and I think I am the envy of this neighborhood. Go to lawnsquad.com. All right, we welcome Danielle. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much. All right, so I was online, and I saw on Facebook, Walkersville High School is doing the haunted hallway.
Yeah. So we're hoping to make it sort of an annual fundraiser for us, but this is our first year doing something. We figured, we have a bunch of actors. And so, Halloween is a great time to celebrate. So we figured it would be a good fundraiser to kind of bring in. This year, particularly, our theater department is doing 2 one-act shows. One is 10 Ways to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse.
Ooh.
And the other one is Oz. So we thought, well, we're going to do a haunted something. This is a good year to do it because our kids are already sort of in those kind of Halloween kind of roles. So our hallway is going to be a little bit of like the yellow brick road goes wrong.
Oh, the wrong turn. The way that Dorothy didn't go.
Yeah, we're taking a little detour.
Yeah.
And we might run into some zombies and some other, kind of scary things. A lot of our kids will be acting in it. And we are just really excited to kind of bring this. I think, Halloween's a really fun time, and it's a great way to sort of involve the community, get everybody sort of pumped for our show, because our show will be in a couple of weeks. And so
that's awesome.
We figured it would be a really fun way to do that.
How long is the hallway?
Well, I don't know exact measurements. It's our theater hallway. Danielle. I know that. So we're gonna enter on one end. You're gonna go down pretty much past the auditorium, past the theater room, past the band room, and out the front.
Nice.
And we're gonna have some zombies and probably some guests from the Wizard of Oz.
Well, that's really great. I'm going to try something here and see. Okay, well, we've got you on and the haunted hallway. So you can find the information on Facebook. That's how I found it. So it is Tuesday. Thank you, Randy. October 28th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Now, here's the thing. I like recommended ages 8 and above. Randy and I might have to try to go through this. And a suggested donation of just $5 per person. You can't beat that. one of the things Frederick had for a long time were the JCs used to take over an empty storefront and do a haunted house sort of thing. And Frederick doesn't have anything like that within kind of the county anymore. I know that there are some like haunted cornfields and farms and all of that, but not right in Frederick. So I love this. I think it's going to be super successful for you guys, and you may find you need to extend this based on the response you get. Are you expecting a lot of people?
You know, we don't really know what to expect. We haven't done this before. We're hoping it's our, you know, we're hoping it's going to be a big thing and that we can sort of grow it from here. I think it's one of those things where this year our shows definitely fit for it. And so it was a good time to start it. But if it's successful, it's one of those things where we would love to have it be part of people's traditions and be something that we can grow. And, you know, the way our school is designed, maybe we can make it bigger in the future, but we didn't want to overwhelm ourselves too much the first year. We don't really know what's going to happen.
Understand. Yeah, but it's a great idea. Actually, I think this would be kind of cool. Just even seeing other schools do it. You go from one to the other, and because I know you can't do something like this for multiple days in a row. It's just too hard. And but it would be really, really cool to see schools do them on different nights and leading up to Halloween. I think it's a great idea, especially for theater students who are already, like you say, you guys are already doing the work with some of these shows that you're doing. So how long have you been? Now, what is your role? Are you a faculty member? Are you a volunteer?
No. So I'm, this is put on by the Drama Boosters, which is, parents that are sort of involved in the, with kids in the program.
Yeah.
So I'm the treasurer of the Drama Boosters, and my son, is a sophomore this year. So he did the shows last year, which
so you're locked in for a few years, right? You can. And maybe even beyond his graduation. I've been a part of a boosters before, and let me tell you, once you're in, you're never out.
Well, and I have a few kids that have yet to come through. He's my oldest.
Oh,
boy.
So
I could be. We'll see if the other ones get into theater or not, and how much they want to do that.
It may not matter, because I just know how hard it is to get volunteers at the high school level. But no, it's really great what you're doing, and we appreciate you being the spokesperson for this. I'm sure you didn't find this on your bingo card this year, but you were available. But yeah, I mean, I think that you have to think outside the box. Every booster organization that I've been a part of, you really keep trying to, find that one thing, because the bake sales are great and doing concessions is awesome. It's kind of, that's the thing. And, doing these performances get more and more expensive. You want kids to have access to these programs, and sometimes the cost is prohibitive and is a barrier for them to participate. And you have to fundraise. That's an unfortunate part of where we are. And so I love the fact you guys thought outside the box on this one. How was the school when you went and said, this is what we want to do?
They were totally on board. We submitted our stuff. They said we could. We picked a day that there's no school, so we have time to set up and time to take
I didn't realize. Okay, that's really smart.
There's no school on Tuesday. So we figured we have the whole day to decorate the hallway and get our kids in makeup and all that kind of stuff. And our band boosters is doing a trunk or treat in the parking lot around the same time. So we figured, we're going to bring all the holiday activities. Ours says 8+ just because we have actors that are involved in a haunted hallway, and that felt like you didn't want to go too young.
Right.
And but the band is running their trunk or treat in the parking lot. So we figured those would probably complement each other really well.
Yeah. Go in, get scared, go back out of the parking lot, get some candy.
Right.
Great day.
That's the best evening ever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, this is all happening at Walkersville High School on Tuesday, the 28th, 6:30 to 9 p.m. So school is out that day. Suggested donation of $5 per person. My goodness, people. Come on. You'd pay $20, $25. We were looking at the prices for some of these haunts around, and you're supporting the boosters. So I hope to see everybody give at least that, if not more, to keep the drama departments going, putting on these amazing performances as you guys do. And tell everybody again, so you have a couple performances coming up.
Yeah, we have November 13th, 14th, and 15th. We have, it's 2 one-act shows. One is Oz, so it's a twist on The Wizard of Oz. And the other one is 10 Ways to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse, which I'm told is very entertaining.
Can you tell us one of the ways? Do you know? Or is
No, I have not read the script. I like to keep it a surprise for myself a little bit. But I hear it's funny. And I think there's a lot of zombies eating people.
Oh,
there
nice.
you go. Yeah. Just the way we like our zombie apocalypses.
Right. I mean, how can you go wrong with that?
Yeah.
How can you go wrong? All right. Well, get on Facebook if you need more information. Look up the Walkersville High School Haunted Hallway. Danielle, thank you so much for your service being the treasurer for the boosters. That is not an easy job, really. I know nobody ever wants to do it because it deals with the money and all of that good stuff. So I know that, you're doing good work there for the boosters, for the drama department. And get out there and support, during happening in Frederick, I talk a lot about supporting our local high schools, athletics, programming, any musicals or shows that are going on. If you don't go out and see them, it's very difficult for them to continue. And these are your neighbors' kids who are participating. So thank you so much for everything you do. We really appreciate it.
And our shows, we don't sell tickets. They are by donation as well, because our goal is to make theater accessible for everybody. So we just ask people to pay what they can, because we want our kids to have an audience more than anything, because it's more fun to perform the bigger your audience.
Sure.
And we want people to be able to access theater. So we don't charge a ticket price per se. We just have donations also for that. Yeah. And then we're just trying to fundraise to make sure that we can get more stuff for our kids, better shows. We're an old school, so we have some archaic equipment. And so we're just trying to beef all that up.
Yeah, and that is a topic for another day, of course. It's just, we got to get our schools up to par for our kiddos for sure. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. So that is Tuesday night, October 28th, 6:30 to 9 p.m. Go on out and support these kids in Walkersville. We'll have to try to get out there and check it out. But great job. Really appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to head on out. Thank you guys so much. Here we go. What a great show. I love it. This is how it's going to be. We're going to get more and more live guests, and hopefully Danielle will sign that window as well for Walkersville. I'll put her on screen if we get her out there to do that. This is what Good Morning Frederick, the iteration we're in now, is live from Studio 401. And we invite you to be a part of it. In fact, if you want to be live on the show, there is a link in the description of the video you're watching right now. Oh, Heather, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in and watching and sharing and commenting. You guys are so gracious, and I do appreciate every single one of you. Here she goes. She's going to sign the Wall of Fame for Walkersville High School. And thanks. Good morning to you, Terry. Good morning, Melissa LeClaire, my good friend. How are you? Good morning to Michelle Payton as well. And I never said good morning to Mama Cone this morning because the internet, I heard her little feet come up the stairs. And I said, yep, I know the internet is off. So good morning to you. We're having the best day. We're trying to anyway. Want to thank Danielle and Katie and all of you. Again, I could not do this without each one of you. Have an awesome day, and let's get out there and let's be great, Fred.